Hey guys, welcome back. Just before we start, just want to see, can everybody hear me okay? Just give me a thumbs up or something. Okay, just give me a thumbs up. Okay, so this looks like it's fine. Right, cool. Sounds like looks like everybody's good. All right, let's have a look at where we are before the market opens. So I'm on a 15-minute chart here. I actually posted this morning as a short. This was the range I was looking at, but now we've obviously closed, went lower. I was looking for price to get back into this fair value gap up here and then sell off. And I'm selling off to the, basically to this fair value gap. And it's actually this one, yeah. We just tapped into it, and then obviously I want us to go all the way down to this fair value, these equal lows down here, which is at 23,231. But obviously, before we can do that, we need to see what market does. So don't worry about, this for now. Let me take this off. Otherwise, everybody's getting confused. This is still that daily fair value gap where I was looking for shorts. Nice, bearish reaction from that. But we'll see now. This is a 15-minute. It's pretty bearish right now. It could still turn and then go higher. But I'm going to jump around between this, but we'll go to a 1 minute. And see what's here. I just want to see if there's equal. So there's lots of liquidity here. This whole trend line down here, price could easily run up into that and then make its way down if it wants. But yeah, let's see how price unfolds. I'm not going to jump into any trades here. Normally I do take a scalp at market open, but momentum is pretty stuck in this purple area, so that's a nice way for me to tell me not to do anything, because we pretty much stuck at this point in time. All right, so let's see. Good morning, everybody. Hi to everybody who's posted something there for us. I see some people's already up on today, which is good. As long as you followed your systems and it all played out, then I guess it's good. Okay, so while we wait, I want to change something here quickly. What time is this now? Let's see. This is it. Just give me a second, guys. I'm just looking for something here. Alright, so now we see price is pushing up there, which is fine. Just hold on first before you guys make any predictions. Remember that first 15 minutes is key, or sometimes at first 30 minutes. Right. Let's see where we're at. Right, what was the question? 15-minute breaker structure pullback short in the 15-minute. So I personally would like to see price come into the section here and then look for shorts. And the way I look at it is, obviously, this is the new zone. There's 50% there. So the bottom end of this fair value gap right there at 23,982. Anything in there would be good for shorts, I think. But that doesn't mean if price go in there, I'm just going to jump onto the shorts. What I will do is I will look for a setup there on the 1 minute and try to ride it down to this fair value gap, not to these equal lows here. I need to see price aggressively push through these to go lower. So just be careful, and we're stuck between two fair value gaps again. It's a nice big range, so you can trade between the two, but just be careful, yeah. Right, so let's see on the 1 minute, because I believe there's some strong moves happening. All right, so just so you guys can see, there's equal highs right here. And then there's a little fair value gap right on top of it. That's normally a very good magnet for price. Then again, I'm not just taking it. So we're most probably going to reach for that. And how many points is that? That's about 30 points. I'm actually going to try this quickly and just see if I can get to 10 points out of this. Gosh, where's the trade? Just want to do 10 points. That's all I want to do. Oh gosh, not a big pullback now. Into this fair value gap, probably down here. Let's see. I should have waited for that. I keep getting caught with this bloody thing. Normally when the market open, it would run there quite quickly. Let's see how this candle plays out. Do you think we're still going to get the bounce here? Yeah, don't. It's one of those dumb trades. Just want to see something else quick. Where are we? All right, so this is the opening gap here, guys. I just want to do this and see 50% of this opening gap lines up with this fair value gap up here. That's why I do think we're going to go up into that area. So when it all lines up, then it's good. And I do think if price pushes higher here and close above here, then I think we'll see a bigger push. This entry is obviously not the best entry. And let's see if we get a nice close above here to manage a trade up to this area right here. All right. So that's a home run, guys. I'm not keeping I'm going to manage it. So if I can, I will. If I get stopped, that's fine. So we haven't closed below this fair value gap. Fair value gap. That's why I'm not done with this trade. So okay, so this is obviously not good. I'm just checking if it does swing point here, if it's maybe a liquidity to that to push higher. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think I'm just going to drop that off. It's not a good trade. All right, so now we'll just have to wait and see. And that's what's so important actually for that first 15 minutes to just see. So we've got nice equalize here. So that's EQ highs. That's good liquidity. Oh gosh, where is... That's not... Right, so okay, so now we just have to wait. What time is that? 30. So this is not the real fair value gap, and I'll tell you why. That's not the first presented fair value gap. This one is. And I'll change this to purple. First fair value gap. This is the first fair value gap that printed after the market opens. So this one is right when market opens. So if I change this to when market open, you won't see that as a fair value gap. This is the gap. So we want to see what price does. If it inverts here, then we can take it higher. If it rejects it and go lower, then it's probably one of those things. Oh gosh. All right. There's no equal lows here. Yeah, so at this point, I mean, there's a break of structure there, but we haven't run liquidity. So I can't really say I mean, it did close aggressively below that, so you would think we're going lower. That's fine, but if this up push if this was taking these equal highs, I would have said, yeah, this is a nice place to go short and target lower levels. So I'm not bullish or bearish right now because there's liquidity on both sides. So I need to see what price. I need to let price show its hand first. Yeah. You bought on this little fair value gap here. Okay, well, let's see. where would your stop be? I'm worried because we break structure, so there's a very good chance that we might go lower here. Maybe we want to run these lows first. And 236. 236. So I've got these equal lows here. Sorry, I just want to see where the 236. Oh, yes, yeah, that's exactly what we got. Okay. Right, now we just have to sit and wait. This fair value gap is going to be important for later. So let's do it. Just put that there. All right, so we haven't run this liquidity up here. So that's definitely something for us that we could target. So we want to see maybe we drop down, respect this 50% of this fair value gap, and then give us an entry to go long. So this range, what's that? 140 points. Yo. Okay. One, two, three. So all we got to do now is we got to wait and see. So we've pushed down aggressive, push down, push down. One thing I can tell you guys that I've learned as well, our count levels as well. So in this case, we ran up and then we pushed down 1, pull back 2, pull back 3. That show or tells me there's a very good chance that we might want to spike through some liquidity. It could be this low and maybe these two here, and then pull back. If we form a swing point and we reject this level down here and break structure and form a fair value gap, then that would be my cue for some longs here. And then we need to see how price reacts up here. But for now, let's see. I mean, some people will take this as an inverse fair value gap after liquidity was run. But there's no break of structure in here, so I wouldn't take it. Break of structure is very, very important. What do I do? Right, break on the 1 minute. Break of structure. Where are you talking about? A short, lower? Look, we can run lower from here. We can definitely do that. So let's see. Let's see. All right, so let's mark this out. Just give it a few minutes here. I just want to see how price ends in the next 2 minutes. Yeah, I think I don't know if there's anybody in the chat that likes to trade the orb structure or the orb first 15 minutes. This is what I'm highlighting out here. So I do think if we pull back and run something in here and not slice through, we could potentially see lower prices here. Okay, let's see. Okay, 50 minutes done. This is the range. If you take a short here, down here, you'll put your stop at 50%. If it pulls up all the way up in here, you'll take your short there, put your stop up here. Just worried about these equal highs up here. So let's see what price does up here. Right, so now it's just a matter of wait and see what's happening in this first fair value gap here. See what I told you guys, that was one push, two push, three pushes. And now we're breaking up to the upside. So, and again, I'm not taking blindly just shorts in here because I've got liquidity on both sides of this trade. I want to see if we're going to reject this area and maybe create some sort of a break of structure, fair value gap within this. Okay, so that's almost a IFEG, turning this first fair value gap into an IFEG. So let's see. Right, so let's take along here. So obviously that's your equal highs there, and then obviously we want to see, actually just gonna push it out there. See what, I mean, it's important to see how we close here. If we close aggressively out, that's fine. So that little candle there did inverse, so forming a new fair value gap within this first fair value gap, which is now IFEG. Okay, so we want to see some sort of support here to push it up, which is obviously this one here. It's going to make it a different color so you guys can see it. And if let's mark our swing points. I think this is most probably going to be a swing point. We remember now we go back into that breaker structure and that process. So we want to see price. If this is going to be a swing point to close above there, then we know we want to see some sort of a push higher. All right, so I don't have a stop loss in yet. I would most probably put a stop below this candle that created a fair value gap. And the reason why I haven't set it yet, I want to see where the swing low forms, if this is going to be it. If it comes down, I would just collapse the trade manually. But the swing point currently is this one. Yeah, let me show you guys. It's down here. But we need to see this candle close above the swing point to obviously give us that momentum higher. So the other thing is that I'm keeping an eye on as well. This red dotted line is pretty much flat. So that's obviously not a good sign. That looks like some sort of consolidation or sideways move. But we do have these equal highs here. So now in this fair value gap, that swing point there, this one here, got raided by this little candle. So I would like to see more momentum to the upside now. And we're going into the macro time right now. So this is where I would like to see that push higher, if I'm right. All right, let's see if we can get this push up. If we close strongly above here, this will be my protected low. This one here. And but I don't want to see it spike through it and come back here, because then it's obviously not good. Okay, so we've got these equal highs here. It's good for us to see what price is going to do, how it's going to close in this area, but higher up to that fair value gap, which is up here. That lines up with the opening range midpoint. See, if it closes like this, that's not good, because that tells me we might go up and down still. Just closed above it, so I will put my stop right there. So if it stops me out here, then it's one of those things. And that's my process. So we closed above it. That should be a protected low. It could come down and test this black candle here and then push higher. So I'm going to see something quick. This is 71 points. 71 points, yes, that's it. Lines up. Alright, so this is the new swing there. So now we want to see price close above all of this. That's what I want to see, but close like that and pull back with any with all these stupid pins. Alright, so I am going to move this higher And not because I'm saying let's just lock it in up to there. I want to see if I can manage this trade all the way to there. Let's make it a round number. 4,000. Right, so now it's all about our price plays out for us here and how we're going to manage all the way to the top. All right, so we broke structure here, which was this here. Let me just maybe call it break of structure so you guys can follow along. So this is still our protected low. We don't want to see price come down here. If we form a new low and then break structure to the upside, I'll move my stop up in the money. All right, how do you find the entry long now? Well, this here, this is probably going to give you some sort of a fair value gap. And it might come back to test it to form a swing point. You could even wait for the swing point and then try to enter here. Or if you enter here and it forms a swing point and run higher, you can literally put your stop at break even and hold the trade. Because that's where I would move my stop to. Right, so if this is a swing high for this pullback, 50% is pretty deep in this fair value gap. So you don't have to try to take it on the top end of the fair value gap. You can actually take it at 50% or at 75%. That is if that's the fair value gap. Sometimes it's a breakaway gap, never comes back to the fair value gap and just runs higher. Fair value gap. All right, just want to show anybody who just joined why we are targeting up here. If you take the range for this opening gap, that's 50% right on the bottom of this fair value gap. And I do think we might want to pull back in there. I mean, I'm not saying we will, we might not. And what I said earlier, I want to manage a trade all the way to there and see if we can hold it that long. Or, I mean, we saw it last night, had a nice trade. We were in profit about $2,800. Came back, took me out, but my stop was already in money at about 800. So. Okay, so this is the new swing high. So what do we want to see? We want to see break of structure happen above here. So we could pull back to form a new low, and then we want to see that push through and close above there. And if we come back, I mean, if we come back and stop me out here, then yeah, price just want to do something different. Maybe it comes back into that 15-minute range and go sideways. Maybe go down and continue going sideways. Then you want to be out of the trade. Okay, there we go. A nice breakthrough. Let's see if it can hold. There we go. That's a break of structure there. So if we bounce here and go higher, this will be a protected low, and that's where my stop will go, and this becomes a breakaway gap. And a breakaway gap, in my terms, is just unfinished business, don't have time to fill it now, we'll come back later. And that forms a target for once price turns around here and you take a short, this is where you want to set a target. But then again, the market can also drop, take this low out, because people like me would put my stop there, bounce here, and then carry on. Therefore, I would put my stop below the fair value gap, like this. So we can secure some money there, which is fine. Now let's see if we can, obviously take it to the top. Oh gosh. Okay, so that's just swing low then, the protected low. So in theory, price should not come back to that low. It can, but most of the time it will carry on. The only reason I'm thinking it could before we hit there is because of this unfilled fair value gap. If we spiked in here and go, then I would say no, there's no reason for us to come back down here. We're at a place now where price could consolidate, move down, and before we want to extend further. And I think the extension from here should be 140. It's actually 160. So let's see. Yeah, if you're gonna try to enter here now, you'll definitely chase the market. And we've seen it last night where market went to liquidity and a pip away turned around and smashed down before it went up there. So I would not try to enter here. I would look for a sensible place. There's a little fair value gap here at this break of structure, or so it's either there or here. But then where do you put your stop? If you're going to enter here, you're going to put your stop right here, but it's a good chance that it will come down to here, so you'll get a -1. And if you enter here, you're going to have to put your stop down here. So now you just have to wait, actually. And the other thing is, guys, when we move up to an area of interest, don't think you missed the move. Just wait for price to get up here. Maybe it sets up perfectly for a short. And we did see there's a bigger reward down for the shorts here. It's right down here. So if you take a short there and all the way down here, that's a nice move. So yeah, so you have to weigh your options. Okay, where's the fair value gap? Okay, so we've got a new swing point. So obviously if we bounce from here and we take this out, I will just move my stop along till we get up there. And if I see price is struggling up here, I most probably will just take the trade off. Okay, so this is also a fair value gap. Just to show you, boom. Fair value gap. Let's see if we want to bounce from this one. I mean, if you really want to take this trade, there's your OTE at this. I'm not saying it's going to hold, but it looks like it's not aggressively pushing down. So this could be a nice entry at this fair value gap. All right, let's see. guys, if you got any questions or things that you guys want me to talk over, yeah, just drop it in there. I'll get to it. I'm just watching this trade carefully. So there you can see we did tap into that fair value gap. Now we want to see if we're gonna push higher, for this potential break of structure up here. Alright, so if this candle now goes and close below this fair value gap here, I'm probably going to take the trade off. And the reason being is this could be a turnaround for a deeper pullback. But if it forms a swing point here and move higher, then I'm still going to hold on to this trade. Okay, so this is important now. Now we want to see what this candle's going to do. If that candle closed there, I'm out of the trade because then it's a structural break. But if we pin through it, then it's just a liquidity grab to go higher. Okay, that's a good reaction. Okay, so just keep that reaction, close above there, then push higher. Come on, give us a nice trade today. All right, so that's a nice reaction there, and let's see if we can get those momentum going now. I'm going to mark this slow out so long. If we close above there, that's going to be protected. You can move your stops there. And if you entered here, I mean, then you just move your stop to break even like instantaneously. Oh, that's a nice move. Keep going. All right, I think I'm going to put my stop here anyways. Just in case this is a grab and then smash down. Okay, so that's a nice protected low here. Let's see if we can close like that, and I guess we're going for the home run, yeah. Okay, that's a nice candle. Now let's see if we can get it up there. Look, I've seen closes like this, and then the next candle, even more aggressive close all the way down. Okay, so kudos for someone here. I see someone just got past the funded account. Great work. I mean, give the guy clap or hands, or like this channel, like this video, or something good. That's good work. Well done. Don't go chasing other trades now. Stick to the disciplines. I don't want to see this candle close down here. Okay, still not close. That's fine. So now we've got a new fair value gap. Okay, give us the push now, man. Let's move this up a bit. Try to 19. Yes, $1,900. Okay, so that's where I moved it now. There's no swing point here. It's just such a big candle, and I would normally, if I entered here, put my stop there anyway. So it's the only reason why I moved my stop there. Okay, so if we break higher here now, then that becomes the swing point. I won't put my stop right there because this thing could jump back into this 50%, run that low, and then move higher. Right, let's see. I don't want to see a close below that swing point. I want to see a spike. If it's a close, I'll close my trade. Get nice big push here. This could be consolidation to run up. If it closes like that, it would be good. Alright, so we pinned there, so that's fine. So what I'm looking for now is we pin through this low. If this becomes a low, we could see price consolidate lower by keep on pinning through the lows and not close, or we can just run up the page. Right, so we're securing more profits there. And I'll just mark that as the protected low. There's no higher, but I need to put it somewhere. So see, that's not a great move. This could come down and stop me out here. So let's see. Yep, I'm happy to keep it there, just in case it will bounce. Go on. Yeah, push up. Push, push, push. Anybody in any trades right now? So now we've got aggressive push up, consolidation, a nice push up here, making people believe we're going higher. If this is a big black candle smashing through here, this could be the reversal to go lower. But I still think we still want to go up there. Come on. I forgot to move break. So now that's the new break of structure that we want to see close. But then we at our target. So, and this is the new high. Yes. So we haven't closed above these. I mean, there's no real high here. So maybe this hopefully is still a protected low. But let's see. See all these little small candles. Tells me we might want to run something here and then give a nice one last big push up. Nice trade. Come on, run those highs. Right, so we did expand, but not through those highs yet. So let's see if we can get it. The new low is this one there. All right, and there we go, 4,000 in the bank. Well done. So this is where we might see, this is nice big white aggressive candles to the top side. If this thing pull back down, we could potentially see a couple of black candles taking this structure out. That will indicate to me that we most probably want to come back to 50% of this range, which is going to be from there to there, which is going to be this fair value gap that we never filled. And that would be textbook for me. And yeah, so anybody who took a trade here, great work. We could see this candle go retest 50% of this candle and then sell off. So let's mark it out just for the purpose. And it's that one there. So let's see if we're going to do that, or are we just going to drop. And those people who like to trade IFVGs, this will be a perfect IFVG. I'll make it pink to see if this close below there, that would be a nice short entry to take it down here. Okay, great work. So we at that 50% now. Let's see if we want to do this. I mean, that's obviously the next break of structure if we really want to go higher here. But anyways, let's see. Where is this thing going? Okay, well, I don't have any specific targets further up. I think anything that you just take now could be risky trades. Okay, so this is the new low here. So let's see if we're gonna get some sort of a push lower here. Great work, everyone. Seems like everybody made some money. Super. Great. Yeah, just from next week, I'll be trading the AM session more. Obviously, taking trades like this. Those who were on the PM session yesterday, we actually took a similar trade. We traded, the same fashion. We had a bigger target, or I had a bigger target at least, and I was just trailing it. My stop was in the money at $800 or something, and I got stopped out, but then it did go to the target. So yeah, so if you're late to today's trade, don't worry about it. There'll be many more of these, and I do think trading will become better. That's the right way. The last couple of months been messy price action, but it's good. Thanks for joining, even if you came a bit late. My cutoff is normally 11 o'clock, guys. And we'll see what price does now. So obviously it wants to do something else. That's fine. This is the new lowest right there. That break of structure was just a spike. So if we go and close below this, we're most probably going to invert this and then trade back to this fair value gap down here. Sure. Mind you, so whenever you guys see a nice big trend like this and you miss anything here, don't worry, because I can tell you now, all this movement up left is leaving a lot of flows for, which obviously liquidity, because the way I just traded now, I've trailed my stop, I'm out of the trade. But there are people there that thinks this thing's going to go to the moon and try to keep their stops wide and try to ride the wave up. So you might get a nice short setup that would potentially run all these lows, which is a nice trade then to take, because you get your profits much quicker than what we just got here. So let's just see. See, price is still not closing above here. I'm thinking we're going to close and break structure to the downside here. But let's see. Let's mark this out and see which one it's going to do first. I don't think this is going to be a drop, a straight drop. I think this might do a little bit of a sideways dance and then start moving lower. Right, so let's do this. I want to see on the 15-minute, where's the... Alright, so on the 15-minute, there's this fair value gap here. So if we... Oh gosh. Let's want to go back here. If we take this range... See this fair value gap on a 15-minute? That's where we would get. So we might not get to this fair value gap here. What I'm going to do, I'll take all this other fair value gaps off. This lines up with 50% of the fair value gap as well. And let's make this, yeah, let's leave it, I'll leave it that color is fine. So this is a sensible place for price to come back to if you get for a short. And why do I mark this out? Let's take this off. Is see we got the break of structure. I mean, I'm going to take the trade just to trade this thing along to there. And the reason I'm taking this, even if this is on a higher time frame, a very bullish move, every bullish move got to come back before it continues higher. Even if we are right and I'm wrong with my short now, we most probably will get, I most probably get my profit target here and then, you know, move higher. And if this is a retracement for higher move, then great, I'll still get my money. If this is a pullback to continue or reverse, oh well, I'm still going to get my money. But if this is consolidation and doesn't want to come back to this fair value gap, okay, well, so out of the three opportunity or options or scenarios, I'll make money on two of them. And so I've got a 66% chance of this playing out and 33% chance of getting stopped. Right, so let's see. Okay, so let's see if this is going to hold or we're going to close here. Okay, so that is the high. This is the new low. So we want to see price close down here. That's the protected high right there. So in theory, I need to put my stop there. See if we can take it down. Good morning. For those who just joined, good morning. Don't forget to like this video. Give us just thumbs up there, it helps. And I've taken a short here to see if we can get down to this 50% of the range. And yeah, if I want to go higher from here, then I'll just get stopped out. And I've explained the reason behind my trades, so Nice to see a close below this break of structure here, or potential break of structure this low. Then I think we're in a good place. But remember, this might take a bit of time to get down there, and the reason being is I've got a fair value gap here. I'm not so worried about these two, but this is something that could still be in the way to take us down to that level. So I'm going to take this and this out. Come on, push, push, push. Just give us this opportunity to make more money. Okay, so we haven't closed down there yet, so let's see if we can get some momentum down here. Oh, so the swing point has moved. But I want to see this close down. If this close there, we might take that high out and then come down or continue higher. So if we close down here, I'll move my stop closer here. If we do that, I'll leave my stop where it is and I'll touch it. Right, so if we pin through this high here and come down, we've pinned through that low, so it's a bit of a consolidation here. It would be great if we pin this one and the next one close below the swing point here. Then I think we'll see price move lower here. But if we close above there, then I think we might go up here first. So let's keep a close eye and see. That's the two. So you guys will notice when I take a trade, I'll move my stop where, not my stop, my take profit where I would love to have it. And then I'm focused purely on managing the stop loss area. And that's what's important. Because the minute you focus only on the profit target, you forget to see what the market shows you here. But if you say, okay, that's a sensible place where I think it should go to, and now I'm just managing what's happening here. If this thing have closed above that swing point, I would have just closed the trade here. And now we see if this is going to be the protected high. But yeah, so the point being is to manage your risk and don't worry about a profit target. If you manage your risk properly, you will take money off the table. And if you unlucky like this, maybe go higher, which I will take off here. And the reason being is we closed above that, so we might run that high again. Okay, like that. So you don't have to wait for your bigger stop loss to get hit first. I promise you, if you manage your trade like that, then you'll be in a better place emotionally and all of that. So you won't sweat it if it goes to your stop loss. Okay, now we can see there's still pretty much good momentum to the upside, and now we broke structure here. So protected low is down here. Now we want to see what's happening up here. Gosh, there's obviously momentum to the upside here, and I'm trying to see where the upside is, and maybe it's this. Let me just see if this is actually equal. Yeah. So if we obviously break through this fair value gap here, I think we could go to this level here, which is this 24,253 equal highs. And the reason I'm not taking longs here is because we're in this 15-minute fair value gap. So this is still a place where we can reject from to pull back to this area down here and then push higher. So just be careful on that. So yeah, if this fair value gap wasn't here, then I most probably would have told you, yeah. But the market can go up in a straight line, but it can also be fractal and go up, down, up, down, up, down. And yeah, you just have to manage it like that. So I'm not taking the trade here. This is probably a good trade to long from here, but the problem is you're still stuck in this fair value gap. All right, so I just want to say we want to see aggressive move out of this, then it's different. Okay, so that is, nope, not yet. So we broke structure, breakaway gap again, and yeah, so, and see, that's why it's important to manage your risk and get out of a trade if it doesn't seem right or it doesn't follow the rules, because then you can see stuff like this. Hey, I don't know if anybody know of any tweets from Trump that's sending price up like this. Yeah, so the other thing is it's just closed the opening gap, which is this gap here, and now I might overshoot it to run those equal highs. Just want to say what's happened to my chart. So we're still in this big blue fair value gap. That's a daily fair value gap, and now that we run these equal highs, let's see if we can get some sort of a setup to short from here. Okay, so I just want to narrow this down. Okay, so I just want to make this more readable for you guys. All right, so this is the new swing high. This is where we want to see break of structure if we want to go short. But we might see a new swing point here. Remember, we're in a fair value gap here now. Let's see if we want to inverse this one. Maybe we get a nice V-shaped reversal or something. What's that? Okay, let's see. Right, so this fair value gap here, you got this little gap here, and you're in a bigger fair value gap. So there's a lot to push through before. I mean, it can bounce here and carry on, then great. Then this was all solid support to support price higher. But for you to take a short here, I wouldn't just take a short here. I want to see us break through all of this and then, you know, move lower. Okay, let's see. Okay, so hopefully we make a little swing here. If we then cross here, it might be some sort of a good trade, but then we still got this fair value gap down here. Okay, let's see how we're going to close here. Okay, so this is where you want to see structure to get broken. Okay, so let me just see. I'll be around for the PM session today. It's mostly a scalping session, so if a trade sets up like this, then we'll obviously talk through it. But yeah, so just so you know, whoever wants to join, that's going to be from 2 o'clock. A little higher before it falls. Okay. Maybe you're right, maybe you're wrong, I don't know. I mean, a little higher would be what yesterday's high. So there's a break of structure here. So now we want to see if this high is going to stay protected and if we're going to inverse this fair value gap. So I think macro is in what, 8 minutes. I don't know if we will see a big sell-off then. Maybe we do. Right, so this I'm going to go here. I want to see a close below that. Look, if we close above here, then yeah, then we'll see price run higher. All right, so Anybody still in a trade? Right, I see some people are in shorts. Okay, let's see how it plays out. My only concern is this fair value gap that we haven't breached yet, and this one down here. This might still hold price up for higher pricing. Or if we're lucky, we get in the next 5 minutes some nice break down here and see push lower. Yes, it's all gonna come down to the next 15-20 minutes to see where we really want to go. So let's see what the hourly looks like. Whew. We'll go back there now. I mean, this is crucial. If this candle inverts this 1 hour fair value gap, we might see the 11 o'clock open with a push down, like the power of 3, and then expand higher. It all depends on how this candle. We're either going to sell off immediately to form a nice spin off those equal highs, not inverting, or inverse this bigger fair value gap and then see price come down, and or we go sideways. Only time will tell. So we are consolidating with lower highs. That's always liquidity. We haven't taken this low out yet. So let's see. Let us see. In 10 minutes, I'm unfortunately going to jump off, and then I'll check in a PM session to see how we did. Right, let's see what's it going to be. Are we going to break it, or are we going to just move up and down, see swing? This is where, I mean, after this first trade where we took profit here. I should have just stopped there with the trading, but we did thought we might see price go lower. But that's fine. I mean, I'm not going to trade after the stream, so because this might go sideways or create this downwards consolidation to either go higher or just break lower. Okay, so we're moving into the macro time zone now. So let's see if there's any movement. Ta-ra-ta-ra. Okay, so we might bounce here at this 15-minute fair value gap, or this 50% of that, which is in this fair value gap here. There's so many fair value gaps, guys. Normally I don't draw it out like this, but I think this is important because it's a bigger fair value gap. I'm looking for shorts in here. And how price behaves in this whole area is important. Therefore, you need to put everything in context. So you don't just take a trade for the sake of it. Right, so this is now protected because we closed below there. So, I mean, this is, if I entered up here, this is how I would have trailed my stop. So. I mean, the way price is behaving here, this is not a good reversal if I was going to look for a reversal. These big as white candles was great for the push higher, but then if we want to see a reversal, I want to see aggressive move away from it, forming like a V-shaped reversal or anything to that effect. Then, because it's going mostly sideways slowly, tell me, I don't know if this is a reversal, what I was looking for. It's too slow. Okay, it's refusing to break that structure. Might pull back into this little gap here. Looks like we're going to get price just move sideways, yeah. All right, so I think because nothing's really happening here, I think what I'm going to do is I'll let us do whatever it wants to do. I'll leave this as is. I'll come back later for the PM session. You guys happy to join me? If you've got questions, get it together and let's talk about it and go through it. I think I'm going to end the stream here, and thanks for everybody's participation and your support and the likes. Really enjoy it. I hope you guys learned something today in this AM session. And what I'm fearing for the PM sessions, because we had such a nice run up, we most probably get a bit of a sideways move in the PM. So how much up today? Now remember, I took that stupid trade earlier, so I'm up about 900. But that's fine. I mean, I'm not going to take that dumb trade like I did. But so that's the $4,000 was the trade. But remember, the first trade that I just let run was over 2,000. So, and then I lost 400 now. Yeah, I think it's probably around there. Yeah, 1 win, 2 losses. That's exactly it. All right, but doesn't matter. I'm not 100% with trading, but I do obviously get positive at the end. So it's all the little positives that we add together that we make consistently that helps. Oh, so what are you asking? My win rate? Gosh, it depends. I've got, if I look at stats, I'm between 60 to 70% of the time right on my trades, and then I've got a risk reward of, I think it's 3.5 to 1, or 1 to 3.5. And there's going to be days which you guys will see that. No, I'm not a full-time trader. I do a bunch of things. So, this is more like my own, investing my own, what can you say? Make my own decisions on my financial welfare or my retirement one day. So, so we'll get there. Just follow along. These are all live trades, so it's not after the fact and all of that stuff. So whatever we call out here, if you feel that's valuable and it's accurate and all of that, then great. I hope you guys can walk this journey with me and learn with me. And if the trade wasn't good, then it's just one of those things. But anyways, guys, have a good morning, a good day, and I'll see you guys in the PM session. Those who are going to join me, take care and all the best. See you guys later. Bye-bye.